Hello everyone, welcome to a new Ancient World update video. Today I wanted to show you guys some of the new features that we have on the server. There have been a few changes, and if you haven't played for a little while it might come as a bit of a shock to you. So the first thing you may notice is we've got a brand new spawn. This place is called Oak's Rest, and this is an entirely player built spawn. Many of our spawns in the past, they've been more or less admin built. So we have a couple admins build it behind closed doors, and then eventually it gets released to the public. But this spawn, however, we sort of just created a spawn point. This was the first building right here, and then the players themselves built the entire village up from the ground up, basically. So everyone's kind of investing in it and creating their own little space here. We've got a plugin right now too that allows you to sit on steps, which is pretty cool. We've also got chest shops on the server. So here's an example shop right here. As you can see, this particular faction is selling all kinds of items. And everyone's selling their own particular set of items. Even I have my own shop over here where I'm selling wool. So this is my shop. And anyone who joins the server is welcome to create a faction and claim any vacant spot in this area. Like there's a lot of wilderness around, so you can just sort of, for an example, you could sort of walk over here and you could claim this spot right here. Like this is how close you can live to spawn. It's really that simple. There's no shortage of land around here. Anyway, if you're a new player and you've never played on the server before, you can go through our server tutorial. So when you spawn on the server for the first time, I'll just type in spawn here. This is your first position on the server, right here. So you can turn left and go straight into the tutorial. And this just has some a lot of tips and information about the things you can do. Like for example, the very first thing you'll see is you can put an exclamation point at the front of your messages to talk in global chat. So we actually have a local chat on the server, which is about 300 blocks. So if you just type in the game, like if I just type right now, hello, you'll see it says local RP next to my chat. So that's a 300 block radius, but you can speak to the entire server by using that exclamation point. So it's kind of a basic tutorial. This particular part tells you how to create a faction. This part talks about the chat system on the server. We've got this is about locket, so you can lock your chests and containers and your doors with locket signs. This talks about the heretics and the gods and the different role plays on the server. So it sort of just goes through and demonstrates a couple things. You can create your own portals now, which is the first time ever we've had that on the server. So this is a little guide on how to create your own portal. So we'll just move on from that. I do recommend doing the tutorial if you're a new player. So the next big thing we have on the server is jobs. We also have an economy, obviously, because of the chest shops. So basically, jobs on the server are as follows. We've got farmer, hunter, miner, fisherman, weaponsmith, thank you chicken, woodcutter, and enchanter. So basically, you take the job that you like. You can take up to 3 jobs at a time. So to take a job, you look at the join sign and you right click it. So now I'm a woodcutter. And as a woodcutter, I'll be paid in currency for cutting trees and replanting them. And with the other ones, say farmer, you'll get paid for harvesting crops, planting crops, shearing your sheep, breeding your animals, all that sort of stuff. Hunter, you'll get paid for hunting animals. I believe you get paid more for killing hostile monsters. So that's a good job to take if you like fighting a lot of monsters. So they're all pretty self-explanatory. So we've taken the woodcutter job now. So we're going to try and see about getting paid for cutting some trees down. So I've planted some basic spruce trees here just to demonstrate. So using my axe, we'll just chop this tree down here. And you'll also be paid for destroying the leaves as well. So you do get paid for being neat and tidy. We'll just let the rest of that decay. And as you can see at the top of the screen, you can see I've leveled up in woodcutter a bit. So there are levels in the job. And I believe the higher level you are, you get more experience and you get more higher pay. So we'll just chop down this second tree. Should only take a moment. And we'll just break some of the leaves to get paid a little extra. And there you go at the top of the screen. We're getting a little bit more XP there. Okay, so we've got some experience. And if I open my inventory up, you can see right here, we've got these 3 nether quartz that have appeared. And that's actually our server currency. And I've actually just been paid 3 nether quartz for destroying these, cutting down these trees. You get paid as well for replanting. So I believe there is a decent payout for replanting trees. So it kind of gives an incentive to replant the forests that you cut down. So that's also a thing. So I'm just going to quickly run back to my storage over here. And I'm going to get some of the nether quartz that I've saved up. And I'll show you some of the things you can do with nether quartz. So we just got paid just now for planting those saplings. There is a delay of about 20 seconds or so from when you do something to when you get paid. So where have I kept my quartz? Here they are. So here I got quite a fair amount of quartz here saved up. So you can use quartz for a number of things. The first and most obvious thing that you can use quartz on are chest shops. So here's a shop right here that someone has. And say I want to buy, say I want to buy some iron. So this player has set 4 iron ingots for sale for 15 nether quartz. And you can also sell 4 iron to him for 9 nether quartz. So if I want to buy these nether quartz, I can right click this chest. Okay, his shop is out of stock. Okay, we'll try another shop. Pretty sure these guys won't be out of stock. So we'll buy some cooked pork chop for 35 quartz. Right click, and as you can see down in the bottom left corner in the chat, I've bought 16 pork chop for 35 nether quartz. It's really that simple. And I can sell that back to him as well for the sell price that he's set. So to sell something to a shop, it's a left click. So I just sold 16 back to him to nether quartz. So he's profited from that, but that's okay, I'm just demonstrating. So you can set a shop that only buys things from players. You can set up a shop that only sells things to players. Or you can do both. It's really up to you. We also have a admin shop, which is in here, inside of our job building. And the admin shop is a shop that sort of helps drive the community, drive the economy in a way so it sort of adds a value to the currency. These shops are unlimited stock, so they never run out. So for example, a diamond is 64 nether quartz. So you can buy unlimited diamonds in here for the price of 64 nether quartz, which is quite a high price, but I think it's reasonable considering, diamonds are quite rare and we don't want to just devalue our economy. Another thing you can use your quartz on is rentals. Now, we don't actually have this set up today. Maybe by the time you come on the server, it may be set up. It should be set up in the next few days. But we have a portal room right here. And this particular room is going to have portal slots for rent. So you'll be able to rent out a portal and build a portal here, and you can set that portal to take you anywhere in the world. It can take you to your base, it could take you to another settlement somewhere, just anywhere on the map that you want. So you can rent the portal out and set that location to where you want to be. And of course, it's going to be public as well, so make sure you keep that in mind. This is a public portal room, although there may be a way to lock those at some point. We're going to look into that. So that is it, everyone. Basically, I wanted to show off the new spawn here and show you guys what we've been up to. I wanted to demonstrate how the jobs work, show you that we've got chest shops again, and that we've got an economy driving it. The server's doing quite well. We've got a good population on, so it tends to be more populated in the evenings, and I'm talking US time here, maybe US Eastern, US Western. So if you come on in the evenings, it's likely you'll find people around the spawn area. So it's really good if you want to get to know the community or just socialize in general and get involved right away. So it's really quite good. So thank you all for watching, everyone, and we hope you'll see you on the server soon. Bye for now.